Good thoughts from Vision's daily devotion, The Word for Today.
In Matthew 15, verse 14, Jesus said, "Leave them. They are blind guides. If the blind lead the blind, they'll both fall into a pit." The word for today is about choosing a leader. There are plenty of good leaders around. Don't be afraid to follow them. But what about the blind guides that Jesus is talking about? Here are some signs that will help you to identify and avoid them. Number 1, inflexibility. True leaders have a teachable spirit and a servant's heart. They rejoice in your growth and they aren't threatened by your development. They won't try to keep you in the nest when it's clear that you're ready to fly. Number 2, elitism. Look out for the "we alone are right" attitude. When someone can't acknowledge and fellowship with other members of God's redeemed family, something's wrong. The word exclusive is often another word for paranoid. Number 3, money grubbing. Here's God's standard for leadership. 1 Peter 5 verse 2, "Not under compulsion, but voluntarily, according to the will of God, and not with greed, but with eagerness." The Bible also says in 1 Timothy 5:17 that leaders are worthy of double honor, which means twice as much. But look out for those who teach you that you must only sow your seed into their field and nowhere else. And number 4, accountability. Beware of the untouchable. "I am God's anointed" types. No matter how gifted we are, we all have blind spots, and we need to be confronted and counseled from time to time. Solomon said in Ecclesiastes 4:10, "But pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up." Here's what Jesus said about the religious leaders of his day. It's from Matthew 15, verses 13 and 14. He said, "Every plant that my heavenly Father has not planted will be pulled up by the roots. Leave them. They're blind guides. If the blind lead the blind, both will fall into a pit." So when choosing a leader, you don't need to be a blind prima donna. You need to be one with a servant spirit. That's Vision's Word for Today.
The Word for Today, Australia's most widely read daily devotion. Read it, share it or subscribe. Free at vision.org.au or in the Vision app. Just another way Vision is helping you look to God daily.